Hello and good evening, everybody. Just getting myself kind of organized here. Trying to keep my reference picture up. Ooh, am I tacky? Why is that? I apologize if I am lagging tonight. Trying not to. But that might be out of my control. Well, we'll see what we can do. Either way. Alright, got my reference picture up. So tonight we're going to be making ham. And I want to kind of do like a hanging smoked cured ham, which is kind of in the theme and wheelhouse of what we have been doing for these past couple weeks. Forgive me for not being prepared. As per usual, I am not. But mostly because I have had a very busy and fun weekend. And I will tell you all about it once I get going here. Just trying to pick out my colors. Vaguely listening in on the Super Bowl. I'm not the biggest fan. Of football in general, but my husband is. And since we are close to Philadelphia, he is an Eagles fan. So go Birds. I'm just trying to gauge where we're at with the game. Though I can kind of tell by the fireworks that keep going off. The game is in Arizona, obviously, but every time we do well, fireworks go off in the distance. So just kind of funny. I kind of want to do a bone-in ham, but it doesn't look like these smoked hams really show too much of it, but you can kind of see it. I'm gonna put it in just because. Yeah, so I mean, I'm not the biggest sports fan. If I'm gonna watch a sport, it's gonna be hockey. I don't mind going to the games, but it's just not my thing. But I want my husband to be happy, so in order for him to be happy, the Eagles have to win. I think it'll be an interesting game, though. So far, it's been pretty interesting. I was watching the first quarter very busy weekend. I am hoping that I can get at least 3 of these done tonight. I'm trying to set my goal in that from now on I can try to get at least one, no, at least, let me think of what I was going to say. My goal is to get my stock done in the stream. Because I'm finding it difficult to keep up with restock and with trying to do the new stock. So I think I can do it. Now these are obviously going to be tinted and darker. And honestly, any flesh that you see in a smoked ham is like so dark brown, but I kind of want to see where I can get with tinting this instead of using a dark brown. But if it doesn't work, I'm just gonna use dark brown clay. Oh, this looks like bubble gum. One second. Heck. I want to offer promotion of your channel, viewers, followers, views, chats, blah blah blah. Price, yeah, okay. Report. How do I do it? Can't. Hams are like a foot big, right? Should have measured the one in my freezer. 6, 9, 12. I would say they're about a foot. Decent sized hams, like not huge. I'm not itty bitties. Doesn't help when the commentators on the sports team are excited for like both teams. It doesn't help me. I've also realized that while I am slowly learning things about the game, I am still in the stages of when a bad thing happens, I will still go, no matter what team it is. And when a good thing happens, I go, yay! So like I'm not registering that it's happening to the correct team I'm supposed to be rooting for. You could have a ham sandwich. Hi Nexus, how are you? Like I was out there watching and the Chiefs kicked and they thunked on the side of the pole and I went, oh, because they missed, which, you know, that sucks for them, but it's also for them, and I'm an Eagles fan. Well, not an Eagles fan, but I'm an Eagles, like, that's us out here, so how was your weekend, Nexus? Something exciting? Fireworks? Busy. Yeah, me too. Tell me, tell me, tell me. Oh, very exciting. Getting good. That's good. I'm glad to hear that. I don't know what just happened. Should probably just keep the score up on my game, or on my phone. Oof, tied game. Alright, it's fine. A lot of game to play. I think my husband will cry if we win. Ooh, wait, did we do something? We did! Never mind, it's not a tied game. Good for us. Can't handle this kind of stress. Components and things, huh? So you're almost done your big project? Saw you posting about it on your Instagram. Looks like it's gonna be a good one. You guys are gonna have to trust the process here. I have a feeling that this is gonna be okay. No, don't jinx. I'm not gonna read it out loud. I refuse. I refuse to read that out loud. Nope. If I have to go to bed next to an angry husband tonight, it's your fault. Yeah, I don't know if, I guess that score's possible. Alright, so what we got so far, let's autofocus. And now we're gonna tint some stuff. Is my autofocus? Yeah. We're gonna break out our chalk pastels. Tint the ever-loving crap out of it. Trying to understand fantasy football so that maybe we can start a fantasy football thing at work next year. Because I'm that person that likes team building and work morale in weird ways. And I remember my dad playing fantasy football at his work when I was little. It's like a big thing every year. But because I never really got into sports, I never really learned how to play. And I was asking my husband if he knew how to play, and he just kind of stared at me, and I was like, oh, okay, never mind then. Nexus wanted to see my pastels. Do you want to see the cover? Thanks, I've had these for like almost a decade. Longer than a decade. I think this was a treat to myself back in like 2011. Give me 1 second. I love them. I think this is the smartest thing that I've ever heard of with clay. They're Lowell and Lowell Cornell. Show you the logo up top. If I can get it to... You can get them... I think I got these at like... Well, AC Moore doesn't exist anymore, but maybe Michael's carries them. And if not, I think they're a pretty popular brand that you can get them online. But But I love using them for tinting clay because it's so easy. For people like me that are really bad at mixing colors. I'm getting better. Can't say I'm really bad. I'm getting better. Hi, Hannah Z. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream. Are you a first-time viewer here? We're making ham tonight. I was just gonna... Well, welcome. Glad you could tune in. Did you randomly find me, or you find me through social media, or how'd you stumble across the channel? Oh, you're both orange on my chat. That's gonna be really confusing. Zoom me back in. Get another paintbrush. Oh, she might just, or they, oh, hi. Sometimes people just don't like chatting, and if you don't, that's completely okay. Uh-oh. Husband's choking on popcorn. If you have any questions, Hannah, don't be afraid to pipe in or chat in the chat. Or if you're just trying to fall asleep, I completely get it. Yeah, until I drop something. I've been rather klutzy today. I managed to, well, I'll start at the beginning. So, this weekend, we were supposed to do my Christmas present, because I told my husband that I wanted an experience for Christmas this year. And, you know, it didn't have to be in December, so he took me to a place up kind of near where I go to college. Well, where I used to go to college and where I currently go to college, called Northlands. And, Northlands is like this gigantic 16-acre train, HO scale train, miniature wonderland. It's like the largest miniature wonderland on Earth, apparently. And I have always heard about Northlands. Oh, excuse me. Something just bothered my nose. I've always heard about Northlands, and like every time it came up on my radar, I was like, I need to go there, I need to write that down, I need to go. And I never did. And he goes, I don't know if... He wasn't sure if I was going to enjoy it, first off, but he wanted to do something that was like miniature themed, because, you know, he's not very confident in buying miniature stuff for me, and he's never really done anything mini-esque for me because of that. So he wanted to figure this out, but he figured I had maybe gone to this place before, but didn't tell me about it until we got there, obviously, because I didn't want to know. He's like, well, maybe your mom might have taken you, or maybe you went while you were in college, I don't know. And I mean, I am not against going to a place multiple times, but, you know, he wanted to do something original. And anyway, all that aside, we get there, and it's the fastest it's called Northlands, Northlandz. It is the coolest thing ever. I nearly hopped out of the car while it's still moving. I was so excited. So he's like, if we finish, you know, early, I've got another idea for us, but, you know, we've got dinner later, so we got up there around 11-ish, 11:30. He's like, they say that it takes anywhere from 1 to 3 hours to get through. It took us 3 hours, and I managed to charm our way with one of the people at the front desk into giving us a backstage tour of the place. So we got to go into all the workshops, and this place is just mind-blowing. I swear, every time I turned a corner, I was going, oh wow, holy crap, oh my gosh, like, just like looking at things. And like, when I got in there, I was like so excited, I'm bouncing up and down. The guy at the counter goes, oh, I'm pretty sure like she's excited for this. And my husband goes, well, I brought the miniaturist to a tiny place, so she's excited. And this guy's like, well, at the end of your walkthrough tour, come find me, and I'll show you the command room, I'll show you the workshops, I'll show you some behind the scenes stuff. It is ginormous, huge. Like, I think it's a 6-mile walk. It's through this building, it just winds back and forth. It was mind-blowing. I was just so blown away by this place that was built all by one guy. It was just absolutely phenomenal. Just, I mean, like, and the thing is, this guy built it and recently sold it in like the last 5 years, but now they're revamping it and adding more and getting the trains to work. Like when it sold to the new owner, only 4 of the trains were working, and now 80 of the trains are working. And it's just the work that went into it, and the size and the detail for what it is. It was just baffling. Like, some of these things, some of the gorges and hills are like 30 feet tall. And I was joking with my husband. I was like, just indoor. I would love to go down into the gorge and see things close up, because you can see, like, there's tiny little people climbing on the hills, and there's these bridges, and just, I'm gonna post pictures. I took 300 pictures of this place. And the guy backstage, like, he's showing us the command room of where everything is set up, and He goes, do you want to walk on water? And I was like, you're kidding me, right? And he goes, no. So he takes us out into the middle of one of these gorges, and like, we're standing down in the display looking up at this like 20-foot tall it was just, I can't, like, I was just so in love. I could have cried. It was more than I ever hoped for. I turned to my husband at one point. I was like, did you pay extra for this? And he goes, no, you charmed your way into this. And the guy who was giving us the backstage tour, he goes, you earned this by being as interested in this as I am to talk about it. And anytime you come back, you are more than welcome to go through again. Like, we'll take you to go see more. I was like, oh my god, this is the best thing ever. Like, and it was a real inspiration. It's things like that that really help me get through the times that I struggle with creativity. Seeing other people create things really inspires me. So, I had an absolute blast there. I can't... Pictures don't do enough, and words don't do enough, and it was mind-blowing. And they have a little train that you can go on and ride around like it's a 20-minute little train ride, and that was fun. We did that. And the gift shop, and throughout the place there's like different displays of dolls and some dollhouse stuff. It's not really higher quality dollhouse stuff, but they're still working on that, and they're still working on new additions, and so phenomenal, just absolutely phenomenal day. So then we went over to Lambertville, which is near New Hope, if you are familiar with that area. And we walked to New Hope, and then turned around, came back, and had dinner at Lambertville Station, which overlooks the river, which is really nice. It was really good. And I had a scallop and shrimp over lobster risotto, and a rustic flatbread. Yeah, super good. It was a really nice thing, and my husband goes, "You've never been here? Like your mom never took you?" I was like, "Nope." Pretty sure my mom doesn't know this place exists. So super cool. That is a ham. I did it. Like, I was never big into trains, but oh, should I puncture it to hang it? Thank you, chef. How do we do it? What do we think? Should I put like a hangy rope through it? Or it usually gets punctured up here, like to hang. Through. need to break out a thread. We'll think about it. We'll put it off to the side. We'll make a couple more. Yeah, so phenomenal time. And then after we went to dinner, we stopped at a patisserie and got baked goods. He got 2 croissants and I got macarons and a chocolate cake to have this morning for breakfast. And we did our Valentine's today because we this Tuesday is such an inopportune time to have Valentine's Day, and so we figured we'd go out today, use a gift card that one of our friends gave us for Christmas, and like, he tried to make reservations at this place and they wouldn't answer the phone when he did. So he was like, oh, maybe we'll just get there early and hope. Well, we get there and the parking lot is empty and the door is locked. I mean, there's a couple of cars in the parking lot, but like otherwise it's locked. And we're sitting there going, what? So we check. I call, nobody answers. He is looking for their Facebook and their Instagram, and they didn't post anything on their website, they didn't post anything on their Facebook. On their Instagram, they made a post that they would be closed for Super Bowl Sunday. But they didn't leave, like, a sign on their door, and they didn't leave a sign on their marquee, and they didn't leave a sign on, like, or like an answering machine message or anything like that. It was very bizarre that they didn't do anything like that. So we had to go, we tried another place, and as we walked in, they were closing up for the day. So we ended up going back over to a restaurant bar that was like, that's super close, that we hadn't been to since like before we were dating. Well, or as we first started dating. Had dinner there, and it was really good, except like as soon as I got there, I managed to like fling a shrimp tail across the table at my husband and get marinara sauce all over both of us. Yeah, it was a food joint. You would think that like they would either be open at least in the afternoon or that they would put up a sign. I don't know. When I post things on social media, I post it all over the place. I don't care how many duplications I make. So we went to Rexy's instead, which was good. And I am sufficiently full. And I got my rose. I get one of those infinity roses, like the Steven Singer infinity roses. I get one every year. This year's color was purple, which is what I asked for because I didn't have a... Oh, excuse me, I didn't have a purple. And I got an entire box of mint peppermint patties. And some nut clusters and cinnamon gummy bears and cinnamon jelly beans and Valentine's candy corn and something else. Regular gummy bears. And I don't know how I'm gonna go back on my diet with all of that in the house. You have to, so I think I'll show you the one I got this year. Give me a second. So I've gotten a rose every year that we've been officially dating. The first year we were kind of together, I told him I didn't want to do anything for Valentine's Day, and he brought me brownies and I made dinner. So it's a preserved rose. and it's got gold leaf on the edges. Yeah, it's a real rose. They're painted and then preserved. I think they're painted and then preserved. Some of them are, because obviously you can't get a lot of those colors with. But it's a different color every year, but you can definitely tell it's real if you look at the details of the leaf. It's got all the veins. I think they lacquer it or something like that. But yeah. Yeah, encased in epoxy and gold something around the edge, and they're really nice. And every year they come out with a different color. So if your significant other is a dummy about which roses they got for you, you can't screw up. So I have, I've got a red, a navy, a light blue, a black with sparkles, a dark red, and a purple. I think that's it. Yeah. So that's my, he does, like, that's his tradition every year, is he gets me one of them. It's really nice. He has a formula. It works. Today he goes, well, I had really easy acts to follow. I was like, you would call them acts? That's a strong word. He goes, what would you call them? I'm like, previews? 20-second YouTube clips? I don't know. Certainly not acts. Yeah, so that's super nice. He done good. Yeah, he got me a lot of sweets. He goes to a local chocolate shop every year and gets me different chocolates that he hand picks out, and a lot of different candies. I got a lot of candy this year. Too much candy. I'm not very good at that. See, I grew up with very fast metabolism and the ability to house sugar like it's nobody's business. Like, I finished a 5-pound bag of gummy bears in a 3-day weekend. My tolerance for sugar is ridiculous. But now that I am 31, my body doesn't handle that much sugar and then burn it off, despite my best efforts and job. And I need to start doing dancercise or something, because I dieted for like a good 45 days and I lost like 4 or 5 pounds. I was doing really well, and then the holidays came and gained a lot of that back. And that's not good. Yeah. Well. Thankfully, I'm still on the healthy side of, like, where I should be for my age and height. Technically, I'm on the low side of where I should be. But I do not gain weight in the nice female spots where it would make me look more buxom. It makes me look more square. So I have to figure something out. We'll get there. We'll figure it out. Maybe I'll work in some dancercise into my week. And as soon as, like, work picks back up and I'm not just standing in one place all day, the weight'll drop off again, but... Raw? Cooked. Oh, halftime. Can hear a drum line. A lot of cheering. I really did want to see the halftime show. I will be briefly right back. She was, like, wearing non-maternity clothes pretty frequently and making her pregnancy sexy. Like, she was wearing lingerie to things. And, like, that as a woman you don't see that. You don't see a pregnancy being viewed as a sexy time in a woman's life. And often it's like, oh, cover up, or once you have kids you're no longer sexy. So, like, her doing that is kind of bizarre and out of this world and phenomenal. And you can definitely tell, like, not that this is a bad thing, but like, you know, when you're a celebrity, it's like almost this thing where you have to make sure that your body bounces back to what it was pre-pregnancy. And even when you're not a celebrity, like, you're expected to lose all that weight and like to trim up your tummy, and it's a lot of pressure because that's really hard to do when you're like, you know, not sleeping and not being able to work out and feeding another human being with your body. And so anyway, to get off of that, you can obviously tell that her body has not completely bounced back, and like, she's not afraid of that, which is also just, it's admirable. I'm gonna say it's that. I know so many women that are just so afraid to hide or to show their bodies after they've had children, or while they're having children, or suddenly you go from like bikinis to like the one piece again. Or like even worse, like the one piece with the skirt and the ruffles up top. Just like, why are we so afraid of that? We just did like the most powerful thing a human body can do, which is create another human being. And yeah, I don't get it. I don't know. Anyway. I've been back for the last 2 minutes ranting and raving over how, Rihanna made pregnancy, like, a powerful, empowering, and, like, sexy thing. Don't worry about it, you didn't miss much. Can go back and watch the stream some other time. Satanic nationally televised halftime event? Satanic? I wouldn't go that far. Satanic nationalized events? Because no, she was actually like decently dressed and not dressing or not dancing too promiscuously. What I saw. I mean, she's still performing. I didn't get to see all of it. I really like her music. It's very catchy. She's probably one of my favorite pop artists. Hip, nope. Pop. Beats are catchy. Lyrics are fun. Good to dance to. Two hands. Oh! Just rubbed my eye and I have makeup on. That was a mistake. Alright, what do we think? One more? Get 3 done? Oh, 3 done? 3 done. Sounds good. Maybe 4. Will that be 1? Ooh, 5. Can I get a 6th? Do I have the right play? I don't. Bummer. I need to get more of that color. 5 will be good. If I can get 5, that'll be good. So yeah, oh my god, Northlands. Just so cool. And I guess this is a good time to make this announcement actually. So I was keeping a project relatively secret for a while and refer to it on here as my secret project. But I figure if I don't announce what it is, then people won't be as interested in checking it out or trying to follow along with it. So if you want to know what it is, I have made the post about it on my Patreon public, and that way it can kind of like intrigue people into maybe following along with what I'll be doing with it. And my husband brought up a good point. I do talk about it to some people, and he's like, well, it's not going to be secret if you keep telling people. I'm like, yeah, but I was also telling people that weren't going to follow me on Patreon anyway, so it should be a public post, at least the intro, as to what it is. So if you are interested in finding that out, you can check out my Patreon. And then in the next couple of days, I'm going to make another announcement that was Patreon exclusive up until this point. But that'll be in the next couple of days. So, things to look out for. I didn't post on my Patreon this weekend because I was just so busy. I got home yesterday at 8 and I just passed out on the couch. I slept for 10 hours and still was just exhausted this morning. I've been running off of sugar all day in hopes of just not falling asleep. So, but there still is Patreon exclusive content up, so if you are interested in following me on that, I highly recommend it. My Patreon is mostly said secret project and anything that is miniature and not entirely Blueberry Hollow related, or side projects for Blueberry Hollow that's not making stuff. So will I post pics too? I have posted pictures, yes, on the Patreon, and that is Patreon exclusive. So I will not be posting that project on any of my other social media. That's where I draw the line. Because if I make everything not exclusive to Patreon, then what's the point of having a Patreon? But yes, I am posting pictures as I go. It's a slow process, what I'm working on. Hopefully I can get to working on it more soon. I just need like a weekend to catch up on Blueberry Hollow stuff, like stock. And unfortunately this coming weekend will not be that weekend, because I am the only person in my class who does not need to be in the class but still has homework. Well, I'm hoping this isn't a lifetime project. I'm hoping to get it done maybe in the next 2 years. I have goals for it. Unlike my dollhouse, which is a constant work in progress, with getting new items and adding to and finding new art pieces and upgrades and things like that. This is certainly a project that I think will have a final finale to it. I went through like 12 different final words before I got to that one. Finale. can get 6. Maybe not. Probably not. Oh well. Always busy, busy. See, here's the thing. I like being busy. It feels better to me than not being busy. I don't think I ever properly learned how to relax. But you know, it's fine. I'm not hurting anybody. Maybe I can get a 6. I'll just make the white layer thicker. I just want to get to 6. That's 1. Oh, I finished my Kanara this week. That was fun. Did not finish my garlic. My white clay was too sticky. I couldn't get it to get the proper indents, so I'm gonna have to do something else about it. What else did I do this week? Put up the beef jerky for sale. Put up the Kanara for sale. The Kanara was the candle holder for Kwanzaa, for those of you who don't know. Then this week the goal is to work on something. As vague as that is. I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna work on this week yet. I have to go back through. Made a couple of sales this weekend, which is awesome. So I'm gonna have to restock here soon. Yeah, doing really well with the Etsy thing. I've sold 50 items. And I think I'm almost up to like 30 individual sales. I am pretty surprised, honestly. Yeah. Oh. I posted a map a couple Mondays ago. It was my Motivation Monday post. And, it's like where I sold to. It was 17 states. And, since I opened up for sale, both at Philadelphia Miniatura and online. It's really cool to see that. And since then I've made a couple more sales, so I'm gonna have to go through and see where else I can add to on the map. Trying to make it to all 50 states. I wonder if the hubby's asleep on the couch yet. Probably not. He's probably on the edge of his seat about this game. What else? I am almost sold out of my Chinese lanterns and my sombreros, so I definitely need to make more of those soon. Sold out of celery, which I am very surprised of. But hey, be grateful for it, right? Sorry, my husband just sneezed, scared the crap out of me. us? Touchdown us? Touchdown you. Oh boy, what a game. I don't know. The game's not updating on my phone. I need to know. Alright, let's color these. And then we'll be done, and then I'll have stock. Ah, so excited. Okay, go put food away. I'm just gonna be doing this and like vaguely listening through my door. Oh, I didn't put the bone in them. Oops. got very quiet in my living room. Told my husband next year he should have a Super Bowl party. Something exciting. Hi, welcome back. Haven't missed much, except for me, like, looming ever closer to my door. Someone just made some sort of call and everybody went crazy. I don't know what happened. No idea. Should have titled this Bailey Reacts to Football. We just need to get like one touchdown and hold it. That's what we need to do. Yeah, well, I don't have a hook. And I'm wondering if I should pierce them at all because I don't. I'm always afraid that whatever I decide on doing is going to be the reason why somebody doesn't want to buy it. You know, like, oh, it looks like it's only hangable and therefore it won't fit in my scene. Or, oh, I can't hang it and therefore I don't want it. You know? There's just so many ways of these certain items turning out in real life that you want it to be realistic, but you want it to be applicable for everybody. Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe do 3 that are hangable and 3 that are not. See which one sells. think. What else can I talk about? I feel like I've run out of things. I feel bad. I get in the zone and I like suddenly lose track of what I can chat about. Cats. Could talk about the cats. They've been pretty good. Except right before the stream I had to go clean up puke. Our one cat, at least once a week, and we feed her less than a half a can at each meal. Like, they recommend a full can each day, and she just can't stomach a full can. So we give her we give them half a can each meal technically, but we give her less than a half, maybe a third of a can. We spread it out. We've even given her we've even tried those slow eating mats that you can get, and just we don't know what it is. She just gets pukey. Yeah, it's more sad than it is ew, because I hate, you can't then just feed her more because then she'll just puke more. So like, she goes without a meal, and it's just kind of sad. Like, you hate to see that with an animal. Like, that stuff doesn't skeeve me out. I'm fairly okay with bodily functions. I kind of always have been, but like, it's sad. Poor kitty. So, I mean, next time, I don't know if it's going to be a next time we go to the vet, or like we're going to just ask our vet about it. Because we've tried everything that they recommend online, and she'll only eat one variety of food, so I don't know. Fireworks, we must have done something. What did we do? Cool. Yeah, I mean, we give her, like, we wanted to put them on a really good wet food diet, because wet food is just better for cats and dogs in general, because it keeps them hydrated and it's better for their kidneys and all that. So we put them on. We tried to start them on like the highest quality that we could, and they wouldn't eat it, and they wouldn't eat anything other than what they had been eating, even if we did like incorporating it into their original food, or you know, there was nothing they didn't. Like, Sir didn't want anything to do with anything other than the whitefish and tuna, and Madam can't really stomach anything else. And her previous owners even said, like, she's got a sensitive tummy. So, it's been weird for them. And we don't want to downgrade her to anything less than what we're currently feeding her, because, like, we want her to eat good quality food. So, I don't know, it's been tough. I didn't make one for me. Well, 5 are going on the market. And I'm gonna keep a ham. Let's get some string. Oh, let's poke a hole in them. Let's see, which ones do I want to have? We're not sure if it's like she eats too fast, or I can't really just stick around and watch her eat, you know? Yeah, we're gonna ask our vet what he recommends too. But otherwise they're good. No, that's orange. Yeah, no Purina. We're not. Can't remember which one we do. Comes in a blue can. Not Friskies. Tastefuls. That's the one we do. It's Blue Buffalo brand. Not sponsored by it, but that's... Oh boy, it's gonna be a tight game. My husband's probably peeing himself out there. I don't think so. It's currently 27-27. It'll have to be a whole lot more game. Sorry, doing things off screen. Didn't mean to. I think I need to get new tweezers at my next. At the next show that I go to, because my current tweezers not doing it for me. They're not grippying. And I've tried bending them into place. That was not ASMR, you are correct, I'm sorry. I could not find my tweezers to save my life there for a second, so I apologize. always need new tweezers. You always have an excuse to get new tweezers. What do you think of that? Very good, if I say so myself. If I keep messing with it, the string's just gonna keep going further and further. 10 minutes left of game. It's fine. It's fine. It's gonna be fine. Or it's not. Then I'll hear about it for the next 20 years. Excited to see how these are going to turn out once they're baked. This color just changes ever so slightly. And then I'll glaze them a little bit. German Swiss made tools. Well, Christmas is always an option. Can always ask for nice things for Christmas. Nexus. Alright, let's go bake them. I'm so excited. I'm sorry. I just need to say, I have been really proud of how my meats and fishes have turned out, and like, I did not think that I'd be able to do foods as well as I have been. Like, non-vegetable foods. So, let me go get these in the oven. We're gonna bake them at 250 for like 15 minutes probably, because they're kind of bulky pieces. And I'll come back, I'll talk your ear off about what we're doing in the next couple weeks. Besides dropping meats on the floor. Holy cow. Such a klutz today. No damage was done. Yeah. Just as I suspected, the hubby is not happy. Well, alright. Next couple weeks. What do we have going on? Someone texted me. Figuring out my life. Do. Okay, February. So, did jerky, did ham. Next week, we are doing bologna. And the following week, we are doing breakfast sausage. So that's the 12th and the that's the 19th and the 26th. And then at the end of the month, I'll do my next installation of the Hollows deep dive that I've been working on. And I guess I'll just go through all of my nonsense now while we're waiting for everything. So for those of you who are new to the stream and for those of you who are old and need a refresher, My name is Bailey Carr Zimmerman, and I am the owner of Blueberry Hollow Miniatures. I've been doing miniatures for about 20 years, over 20 years at this point. But in the last 2 years, I started making stuff on a very regular basis and decided to start streaming and then selling. So my first year doing this, I did a lot of vegetables. Like, everything I did was vegetables and herbs. Then last year I focused on holiday stuff, and this year I'm kind of jumping around doing meats and fish during the winter, and then I think I go to fruits, and then I'll be doing furniture, and then clothes. I think that's the order it goes in. And that's per season. So for those of you that want to watch any of my previous videos, you can check that out at YouTube if you look up Blueberry Hollow Miniatures. And if you are watching this on YouTube and want to watch it live and join in the chat, you can also do that at Blueberry Hollow Miniatures on twitch.tv. I try to stream on Sunday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, and the stream usually runs for like 1 to 3 hours depending on what I get done. Like I mentioned, the next couple of weeks we'll be doing bologna, and then we'll do breakfast sausage, and then I have to make a calendar for March, but I think that'll be the end of the meats that we're gonna do. If you want to follow along with the deep dive that is the Hollows and some of the lore and backstory behind it, and stories that came out of the Hollows from when I was little, because it all started when my grandmother started writing stories about Blackberry Hollow, and I joined in with Blueberry Hollow. You can check that out at blueberryhollowminiatures.wordpress.com. If you want to buy anything that you see me make, you can check out my Etsy, which is etsy.com/shop/blueberryhollowminis. I am constantly, like every day, I try to every day, update my Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. My Facebook and Instagram are at Blueberry Hollow Miniatures, and my TikTok is Blueberry Hollow Minis. And then if you want to check out the stuff that I don't typically stream about or post about on those social media sites, things that are side projects for the Hollows, like fixing something or cleaning the houses, collaboration work, commission work, side projects that aren't necessarily the Hollows but are still miniature, including my not-so-secret project that is posted to the public now. You can check that out. It's also a first access to shows that I'm going to be doing, interviews that I do. Oh boy. What else have I done? Any promo codes for my Etsy, things like that. You can check that out at, it is the worst website URL. It is patreon.com/user U equals 848-18555. Or I think you can probably look up Blueberry Hollow Miniatures. I'm not sure how that works. I haven't really tried it yet, but if you go to my link tree, which is linktr.ee/Blueberry Hollow Miniatures, you should be able to find, oh boy, you should be able to find everything that there's access to. in the next week I'm going to be posting about a show that I may or may not be doing. Currently there's early access to that and a gift for those of you who subscribe at the higher levels. I have 3 levels set for my Patreon. It's like $1, $5, and $10 a month. You know, if you're not interested in buying miniatures, it certainly helps support the things that I do and the projects that I do, if you want to do that without buying something. And you get a bunch of stuff out of the Patreon, like, so at the basic level, you get behind the scenes dollhouse content, Mom and me collaboration work or other collaboration work, photos, videos, and information on my non-blueberryhollowminis miniature work, photos, videos, and information on my prospective commission work. And then at the $5 a month, you get those things plus promo codes, and an end of the year gift. And then at $10 a month, you get all that stuff plus one-on-one help with miniature stuff, should you need it, 1-day admission to the Philadelphia Miniatura, and a Patreon shout out, or a patron shout out on my videos. So that's pretty cool, I think. And that's really what I can give at this point. I'm not really sure what else I could give that would be more interesting or intriguing to get more suppliers or patrons, but yeah, I encourage you to check it out. I've got a couple posts up already. I didn't get one up this weekend because I've been super busy, but I'm going to hopefully get to that tomorrow, I hope. So if you're interested in becoming a patron, I highly recommend it. And if you are already a patron, thank you. I have one patron. And it's not my mom. So that's kind of cool. Yeah, let me think. What else is there? What else is there? I think that's it. I think I've hit everything. Oh, if you want to be a part of what you're seeing come out of Blueberry Hollow Miniatures and kind of boss me around, if that's what does it for you, you can join my craft to-do list challenge. What that is a list of things that I have to do, which is ever changing now. And I try to keep it up to date at least weekly. Things I need to do for Blueberry Hollow, for me, for Christmas sometimes, just things. And you get to assign what I do next. If that's up your alley, shoot me a private message with your email and I will add you to the Google Doc. That way you can boss me around as much as you want. And I try to get those things done in a timely fashion. I have set a week in the past and I realize that that's not always doable, so I'll work on it. That's the promise, I will work on it. If you have any questions, comments, private matters you want to discuss, suggestions, anything like that, I am open to suggestions. I am open to criticism. I am open to compliments. You can always post openly or privately on any of the social media sites that I have listed, or you can privately email me at blueberryhollowminis@gmail.com. And oh, if you are a miniaturist of any sort, enthusiast, collector, maker, whatever, you know about shows, you know somebody who is, I have a free miniaturist directory on my blog, and I am highly encouraging people to put their information in the submission form, and that way I can collect all of you, and we can make this directory that like has never been created before. You know, you type in miniatures into Google and you get like Hobby Lobby or Michaels or like miniatures.com, and that's not really helpful for trying to start a group or trying to find shows or trying to find other people near you, trying to find people that sell. Like, you can type it into Etsy, but you're not going to find, like, are they local? Will I see them at the next show? You know, and a lot of the older generation of miniatures don't have websites, and they don't work Etsy, or they only do shows. So like, you get their contact information on a business card, and it's through email. And like, I'd love to just compile everybody. So if you know a miniaturist, you know somebody that loves to do minis, if you want to start a group, if you know of any shows, please drop into my blog. It should be under Free Miniatures directory, and submit. I haven't gotten any submissions yet, so please, 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 if you haven't done it and you were thinking of doing it, please do it. And I think that's it. Let me go get these hams. I don't know, boys and girls, it don't look good. Not my hams, the game. The game doesn't look good. Tick, tick, ticking. I don't hear any tick, tick, ticking. Alright, we got some hams. Oh, battery. Oh, shoot. Well, it is 10. We did start on time. Alright, well, here are hams. I've gone over everything there is to go over. I guess I think I might have to wait to glaze these because it's going to be... maybe. Let's see what I can get done. Real quick. So I use clear nail polish to glaze, and I wipe it pretty dry, as dry as I can get it. And I just kind of, so it doesn't coat it completely, like glaze. That's right. And I think I'm just going to do it over the skin. And it'll dry pretty quickly because these are hot. And it just gives it a little bit of extra character there. The husband does not look pleased. Feel like we are not doing so hot. It's 35 to 35 when I went down there, or out there. I don't know, we were favored to win. I don't know. I'm gonna keep one of the hanging ones. 2 more. Beat the clock. I think I have half an hour once the clock starts ticking down on this battery. So I hope you guys had fun watching as much as I had fun making. I'm pleasantly surprised with how these turned out, as I have been with the rest of my foods. Always a little bit of self-doubt every time I enter here, which leads me to be pleasantly surprised when we finish. Right? Set the expectations low and be pleasantly surprised when you're done with things. Alright, I hope everybody has a wonderful week and a lovely rest of your weekend. And in the last couple minutes of this game, go Birds. Have a nice night, everybody. See ya.